What's good with that gang? It's your girl Mikki checking in, guys. And today, oh my gosh, guys, today we are closing out our season 5 of Boss Chat in the Den, celebrating growing business owners. I am extremely excited. You guys have been rocking with me. It has been an amazing year and journey, and just meeting all these new and different business owners and just learning from them. It's been such an amazing pleasure. So I just want to say thank you all to all my Wolfpack members for supporting me throughout the year. So today, oh my gosh, we are joined with a phenomenal individual who I met via an event that she was hosting the end of last year. And we just been connected since. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand it right over to Natasha so she can tell you all about her and her business and the many hats that she is wearing.
Hello, everyone. My name is Natasha, CEO and founder of All Things Purposeful. We have the brand side of the business, we have the custom side of the business. I'm also a grief recovery specialist, and I'm newly certified as a suicide prevention instructor. And I will also have my mental health coach certification probably within the next like 30 days. So as she said, I'm wearing a lot of hats over here. But All Things Purposeful is my baby. It's my baby. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you for reaching out. It's an honor. And yeah, whatever questions you have, just let me know.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you. So all things purposeful, you said is your baby. So how did you really get started into that?
So so a little background, all things purposeful was actually birthed from a scripture in the Bible, Romans 8:28, which states, and we know that all things work together for the good of them who love God and who are called according to his purpose. Hence all things purposeful. I at the time I was homeless, living with my great grandmother in her studio apartment, God rest her soul. And I heard God tell me to start this business. And I'm like I ain't got my own place. Like what we start questioning God. We start telling him to do stuff that's
Mm.
crazy like that. And I'm like, I ain't got my own apartment. I want a car. Like, what do you mean? Start a business. So he says, well, I want you to encourage people through merchandise with all the things that you went through. And I'm like, mind you, I'm still like, but how?
Mhm.
Because to me, it's like, okay, how do I tell people my mother's death was purposeful? How do I tell people my divorce was purposeful? Like all these traumatic events, like, what do you mean? Like when I started, I was just like, I had questions for God, not just one, but multiple. So I started the brand. And at the time, I hadn't told my story about molestation as a child. And I opened up little by little about that story, and people started gravitating to me. And they were like, "Oh my God, thank you for being so brave." Like people that I didn't even know had dealt with molestation. Um, they were like people that were around me like weekly, daily. And I was like, "Okay, God, I see what you're doing. All right, I get it now." So then God started explaining to me or showing me how things were working for my good.
Mhm.
So I got into the field of addiction because I'm also a peer recovery specialist. I forgot that one. I got into the field of addiction, and I heard God say to me, now do you understand why your mother had to go down that route? Because now you're passionate about helping people. Had your mother still been here on earth, you wouldn't have been able to help as many people as I'm using you to help. And that made sense.
Mhm.
Okay, so you showed me how that was working for my good. Okay, Lord, what about that divorce? Like, what, like, you, like, because I'm questioning, like, I'm really questioning God. And friends of mine started getting divorced and they started reaching out to me, like, how did you get through? How did you heal? And I'm like, okay, all right. Okay, God, you answering these questions. Okay, all right. Then it got to the grief. The grief is tied in with the peer recovery. So a lot of people use substance or they use a way of escape because of emotional pain. They're grieving something. There's over 40 different types of grief. So if I want to help people and continue to help them at the root of their problem,
Mhm.
then guess what I got to do? Now I had to get that certification. So I'm like, okay, all right. Now I'm thinking, all right, certifications is done. Nah, 3 weeks ago, he was like, go back and get this one. What? I
Mhm.
just on the last one. $500. But again, it's a passion of mine. Like I hear somebody say something about suicide, it's like everything in me just stops.
Yeah.
I don't care what I'm doing. I put the computer down, the phone down. We're gonna have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because a person that feels suicidal, their root is they feel hopeless.
Mm-hmm.
They want to end the emotional pain. So that's how we got here. The customs, honestly, I thought about it the other day. The customs is kind of like a hobby, but it's part of the brand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm customizing businesses, I'm doing branding kits, I enjoy making t-shirts and things like that. But the real purpose of all things purposeful is suicide prevention.
Okay. And I love that because like you said, it's so much of ourselves that comes out in our business and we're not even sometimes aware of the way in which it comes out. But it's like we have to always realize and always keep in mind that our story, our journey is not for us, it's for the next person. So in that, it's for us to be able to give back and prevent someone else from falling in that hole that you fell in, because why not? Why would I
Yep.
want to turn around and see all y'all in the same hole that I fell in when I know a way to get out of it, or I know a way to
Yep.
jump it now? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I think so many times we get caught up in, "Ooh, we made it out." We never turn around. We never look back. We never throw, that lifeline back behind us to the next person. I think it's so important that we do stop. We do realize, okay, we made it out, but that means it's somebody else that just took the spot that we was just filling. You know what I mean? So we have to put back in. To do that, a lot of people, they wear these statement tees, and some individuals may not understand there is really a message behind these tees. There is really a connection with the message on there. We're not just wearing them to wear them. It's a purpose, like you said, behind that. And it may be you relating yourself to the person who reads it, who needs to see. Simply, it's not, I'm not alone. Because for you to wear a certain kind of shirt, you have a relationship with it, you have a connection to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives them that sense
Yep.
of not alone. And sometimes that could be the only thing that helps them, like you said, from going over that edge, just knowing it's not just me. It's not just me.
I have inspirational t-shirts. My inspirational t-shirts is to inspire the next person. Now
Mm-hmm.
that's been from day one. So like I can't lose when God planned for me to win. I am purposeful. My story is my testimony. You never know who's gonna pass you by while you're wearing that t-shirt and get inspired to go on.
Everyone feels like it's a set way to be in business. It's a set way to reach your market. And it's like, no, it all depends on your business. Like you said, the purpose behind your business is all about what's your end goal, right? Because ain't no
Mm-hmm.
point in me doing this
Mm-hmm.
over here if it's not in relationship to my end goal. It's not in relationship to my purpose for my business.
Right.
And my purpose may not be yours and you may not understand it. But as long as I'm
Right.
reaching the individuals I need to reach,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm moving in my purpose and my business is doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yep.
So I really feel like it's so people don't, there's so many different layers to business, but it's so much in the
It
individual
is.
who owns the business and how they choose to utilize their business, their what you want to call it, their following, to reach the next
Mm-hmm.
level, to reach the next person. Like you said, okay, we all need our coins. We do, because life be life and we got bills to pay. We understand that. But if
Right.
that's the only reason you have a business is to make extra coins, you need something else behind it. You need another motivation. You need another purpose, because
Yep.
that's not going to be enough. That's not going to get you fulfilled, and it's not always going to fulfill the next person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, in your business, how did you go from doing your inspirational aspect to, like you said, the branding and kits and everything like that for other businesses? So, how did that kind of swing a little bit?
So what happened was someone reached out to me because they wanted me to do a shirt for them. And
Hmm.
at the time I didn't have the cricket. And they were like, "Hey, did you get your cricket yet?" And I'm like, "Nah, I didn't." So they were like, "Okay, well, I need a shirt." And I was like, "All right, well, I'm not normally home, so I'm gonna have a cricket delivered to your house." for me because I'm real cool with the person. She was like, oh, okay, no problem. So it kind of grew, it kind of literally blew up from there. Honestly, this is kicking, it's tapping into my creativity. So I'm
Mm,
like, all right, bam, now I want to get a sublimation printer, because again, like when you do quality work, people come back to you,
they do.
right? And people get t-shirts from me. And the thing is that me personally, I'm not a screen printer. I don't like screen print at all because
Mm,
I have shirts that's been screen printed on and they're trash. So I'm a vinyl type of person. So for me, I'm using vinyl, and again, that's quality. So now people are coming back, and
mm-hmm.
they're coming back, and
Mm,
they're coming back. But again, multi-purpose. I'm a firm believer in using every gift that you have,
facts.
every single one,
Mm-hmm.
every single one. That's my motto. Use every single gift that you have. I don't care what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Use it. If it's something that you do effortlessly, use it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got into customs. It just blew up, honestly.
Seriously, that's how it was for me because we had our brand, which was Kingdom Brand Clothing. We had these particular designs. And then I had somebody say, well, I don't really want one of your t-shirts, but can you make one with my logo? Um, Let me see your logo. Okay, I can do that. How many do you need? And then, like you said, from there, she was like, okay, I love them. Then she posted it. Then she came back. And then somebody else came back. And I was like, okay, so I guess now I have my brand and I do customs, you know?
Right,
So,
right.
like
I mean,
it's just one of those things that it grows and grows and grows. But you have to have the mindset to grow with it. And you also have to have a mindset to say, you know what? Maybe that part is not for me. I'm not a customs person. This is my brand. It's what I'm going to stick with. So you have to know what's for you, what's your purpose, what's your direction, your lane. And it's okay to stay in your lane. It's perfectly fine.
mm-hmm.
Something like you said, if it's not comfortable for you, if you're not finding enjoyment in it, then don't push yourself. Don't go down that road. But that could be a whole nother topic right there. If you're getting the fulfillment out of it and you're serving the purpose that you're supposed to be, the monetary part that will come. That's gonna come.
Yep,
So
yep,
yeah.
yep.
And so what would be something that you would tell someone who is maybe thinking about business? Because we know business is not for everyone. We know that entrepreneurship is not for everyone because it's a lot that comes with it. But what would be your advice to that person that's kind of teeter tottering? What would be your advice?
Dive in,
Yeah.
dive in.
That's
Yep.
pretty much what I did. You said just dive in. And that's true because when I first started, girl, I was nervous. I'm like, we got $100 and we gotta try to get some shirts. I need material. What all vinyl do we need? What colors do we want to have? So we made shirts and
That.
didn't
Woo.
have nothing to pack them in. So we getting orders and I'm literally running to Dollar Tree trying to buy bubble wrap and all kind of stuff to put. I'm like, we didn't think about that part. But like you said, it's just start. And you're gonna learn as you go. The biggest thing I would always tell people, and it's gonna come with time, but as you price your items, make sure you're able to recoup what you made and still have money. If you're just
Yep.
recouping what you made, you are not making money. I'm not even going to say that's breaking even because you still put labor into that, you put time into that, and a lot of other stuff. How do you say you keep your longevity going? Because we know we had them days. Even you could have a good day today, and then tomorrow you be like, I don't even want to do this no more. I am tired. That order just made me mad. Like I don't.
You know what? See, here's the thing, right? So, um, you got self-care first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't push myself to the limit. When I first started, I used to like push myself to the limit, and then I started getting burned by the heat press. Like you can't
Mm-hmm.
really see them, but yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I realize when I get sleepy, either I'm messing up vinyl or I am burning myself.
Yeah,
Can't do that.
I got burned.
That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Second thing is you're gonna have those complicated customers that's gonna treat you some way because you black. They're gonna be the pickiest. They're gonna be the craziest. They're gonna be they're gonna stress you out.
Yeah.
Like stress you all the way out. And when I say all the way out, I've had so far about 2 customers that just made me want to think like,
Mm-hmm.
but guess what? There's a whole bunch of other people out there that ain't get to see your gift yet. So for me, it's like, okay, they stress me out. They can never order from me again because remember, I'm not Walmart or Target. I'm the owner.
And I can say
You
no.
put me through some stress, I know it's a word.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like I said, it's been some days that I've been wanting to, that I wanted to a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But then I remember, like, no, it's people out here. And it's funny that you ask that because I'll feel that way and then I'll get another order the next day
Mm-hmm.
of more items. And it's like, how can I stop?
Right. How can I say no?
Right? How
Yeah.
can I say no? People come to you because you're you.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. They come to you because you're you. You have your customers because people know you. They trust you. You know they've been around you. They support you because you're you. Same thing with me, right? So it's like I'm like we have print shops around here. I charge less than a print shop, honestly. The print shop, I walked in the print shop 3 weeks ago
Mm-hmm.
and I recorded the conversation and I said, I just want to know what's your prices? They said $25 just for the front,
Mm-hmm.
one color. Right. And y'all told me $15 is too much. Y'all bugging,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But at the end of the day, it's like I gotta keep going. I have to. I have a vision in my head that God showed me about my business.
Yeah.
I can't stop until I get to the vision,
And that's a
right? So
fact.
just gotta keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get complicated, people. I
Mm-hmm.
got enough retail experience to know. Trust me. We'll be here for another 2 hours if I stay here and told you. I'm serious. I have enough retail experience as
Mm-hmm.
a customer. I was customer service for about 20 years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I got enough of it.
That's a fact. But not even that. I like that you just touched on pricing. Charge your worth. Charge what you feel that item is worth and for your time. Because like I know for me, if my name is on it, it's gonna be done to the best of my ability. Okay.
Yep.
Which means that you're getting some good stuff. Because if it's not
Yep.
good, I'm gonna take the loss and I'm gonna remake it. You never even gonna know. So
Right.
charge your worth, and the right
Listen,
customer for you is going to purchase from you at your price.
and it's funny that you said that because somebody had to tell me one time, like 2 or 3 people was like, "Oh my God, your price is too high." Hmm. Now when I look at them custom orders, that's 25, 30 t-shirts, 50 champagne glasses,
Mm-hmm.
24 mugs. I was like, "Oh, I guess my price is too high."
That's too high. You know? Yes. Oh my
I
gosh.
be sitting there like, I guess my price is too high because I got a lot of orders.
I know, right? I gotta pace myself because I'm whoo, but I'm telling you, it's like that. It's crazy that it is, but you just have to know your worth and your brand and go with your price. And if that person does not want to purchase, I'm sorry that my price is not for you. I wish you luck finding what you need at the prices you want it for and go on to the
Listen,
next
when
person.
Tiffany sold a paperclip that was over $1,000, some runny stockings, I think that was from another company, one of them name brand. I'm like,
hmm hmm Yeah, people are gonna pay what they want to pay for. I've
yep,
literally been at pop-up shops where someone was like, "Oh, your custom dominoes $35." Yes, they are. And I had someone tell me that was too much. Not even 2 minutes later, somebody came by and bought two pair of my dominoes. So I was like, "Yeah, if I'm not in your price range, I'm sorry. You can go. There's plenty other people, like you said, go shop around. But yeah. So I know that I know where to find you, but for all of my viewers who are on here who are listening, can you let them know where they can find you? They want to shop, follow you, see what you got going on.
all things Purposeful Customs is everywhere,
Okay.
everywhere. TikTok, um, Facebook, Instagram, all things Purposeful Customs. That's who we are. That's what it's going to stay for now. I'm not changing the name again because it was just All Things Purposeful with the eight, I think, at first. But it's All Things Purposeful Customs, and our website is www.allthingspurposeful.com.
All right. So, guys, I am going to make sure all of her information is in the description box down below. We understand, sometimes you can't purchase right now, but like I said, keep following her, see what she has going on. She does pop on social media. You'll see her face every now and then, but she does post all of her amazing items up there, and she does have some amazing things. She does do networking and things like that as well. And likes, shares, follows are all free to do. Take less than 10 seconds, but they help us out so tremendously. But girl, I just want to thank you so much for stopping by the den and sharing some of your intake with us. And I can see the passion for your business and for your mission in your eyes. And it's giving me like such a passionate glow over here.
Listen, we got to do what we got to do, right? Like, I didn't go through child abuse, sexual assault, failed marriage, a miscarriage, losing my mother, not having any kids. I didn't go through all that for nothing.
Right.
Like, I went through that to help other people through. And, like you stated earlier, like we met through the giveaway. I do the giveaway because of that reason, because I remember being a kid, living in a shelter, not having, I'm trying to say? Like, both
Mm-hmm.
my parents was on substance abuse. Like, I remember those things.
Right.
So I just every year, and we did we were bomb last year.
We did good last year.
We did that. But I can't wait for this shit. No, we really did, because we blessed like five families.
We did.
Five families for Christmas. Like, folks got Christmas trees and all sorts of stuff. We ain't gonna get into that because we're trying to end this right now. But if you guys want to partner with me this year, you're welcome. Flyer go up somewhere around October. You join in and give away, and we give away to families in need only.
Mm-hmm.
Only. So thank you for joining me on that, because that's, you didn't know me. You were just getting to know me.
Yeah. But no, it was good. It was good for my business. It was good for my soul. So, it worked. And then just being able to know in my soul that me and my business, we did something, beneficial. It wasn't about, the dollar coming back. It wasn't about that. It was that instant gratification that I received just from being a part of such an amazing event. So yes, you can count me in for this year.
Because we out here.
Yes. But
We
yes,
out here.
I am super excited. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Boss Chat in the Den. Make sure you all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as y'all know, I will be back with a season 6. So stay tuned. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a great day. Peace. For you.